Good morning. Good morning. I am super excited to be here with you today. We're going to talk about how LinkedIn is a gold mine and how you can really tap into LinkedIn to grow your business. If you're a coach, a consultant, a professional entrepreneur, you're working in the professional or the B2B space, or you want high net worth individuals, LinkedIn is the place. If you are joining me, say hi, drop a comment, grow on LinkedIn. And that way I can connect with you and get to know you. And I love to know who's on these live streams. So I'm excited because LinkedIn is my main platform for growing my business. And it is for most of my clients as well. In fact, if they're doing other things, we either integrate LinkedIn into what they're doing to help things make work, to help them get their things working better, or they move to LinkedIn, they put an entire strategy to just use to grow their business. So this is a main place for me. I am on Facebook as well. Some of you are probably joining me on Facebook, but I am. LinkedIn is my primary platform. And I moved to LinkedIn many, many years ago, and it is a different animal. I just want to tell you that. But even when I was growing on Facebook, I used LinkedIn to move people into Facebook, into my Facebook group. And I don't even know how much money I have made on LinkedIn. Again, it grows my business year after year. And so I want to share with you today what I have come up with, which are 6 steps in what I like to call my E formula for getting clients and opportunities to grow your business on LinkedIn. So I hope you have a pen and paper because I am going to be walking you through the steps. And I want you to know that if there is a gap in any one of these steps, you will not get the results that you can get. Good morning. Good morning. Happy to have you all here. So very quickly, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ann Carden. I'm a top business growth strategist and a consultant. I work with coaches, consultants, professional entrepreneurs to really help them grow and scale their business into a $500,000 or even 7 figures and beyond. But I help them do it with high-end clients and simplicity. So I help them get the highest fees that they can get and then scale their business from there. So they're really working in a high-end market versus little bitty courses, little bitty low ticket things, all of that. So anyways, if you want help in your business or you want help on LinkedIn and you want to get LinkedIn working better, maybe you're burning up a lot of time, it's not working, you probably have some gaps in your process and in your strategy, you can book a call with me at acarden.com and we can talk about working together. I am going to make you an offer though at the end of this live stream because I have a LinkedIn program coming up that I am going to be doing. So, all right, Paul, good to see you. Okay, so I want to talk about first why LinkedIn. If you are not here, even if you're marketing in other places and you're on Facebook, you can still use LinkedIn. You can, in fact, you should be on LinkedIn and you should have your profile optimized because it is a free digital asset to you that shows up at the top of Google. So if you do things in the right way, it actually adds to your digital footprint and it builds credibility. Now, here's something else you need to know. 71% of people said that they would trust a brand more if that brand was established on LinkedIn. So that in itself is a great reason why you should be on LinkedIn, why you should be somewhat active or at least have a really optimized profile. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. But the other thing that I want you to understand is that this is something that when people are searching for you on Google and they can see this incredible LinkedIn profile, it establishes you as more of a business. And if you are trying to build your business on LinkedIn and maybe you're trying to get speaking engagements, we're going to talk about all these things. People will Google you and they will look. And if you're not on LinkedIn, you will miss opportunities. So even if it's not going to be your main platform, there's so much opportunity for you on LinkedIn. Okay. So here's some things you need to know. LinkedIn has 2 times the buying power of any other social media platform. Think about that. 2 times the buying power. That's huge. LinkedIn also, here's another big one for you, has 43% of the world's millionaires on the LinkedIn platform. And LinkedIn is for business. We have infiltrated a lot of these other platforms and tried to do business on them. And we've been very successful with that. But LinkedIn is for business. People are actually there to do business. So you're not invading their space when you are trying to do business on LinkedIn. So it's a very different mindset and a very different attitude, but there are right and wrong ways to make LinkedIn work. And I'll talk more about that as well. The other thing that you need to know is if you're trying to work in the professional space or you're trying to reach hard to reach people like top level CEOs, executives, people that are high net worth, people in nonprofits and charities, all of those things, those people are on LinkedIn. So high level professionals and 63 million high level decision makers are on LinkedIn. Think about that. 63 million high level decision makers are on LinkedIn. And 90% of Fortune 500 companies are on LinkedIn. So if you are trying to work in B2B, professional, any space like that, you need to be on LinkedIn. Now, I will tell you, I made a lot of mistakes many years ago when I came on LinkedIn, and I bought into a lot of the marketing tactics that were being used, and they never worked. I burned up loads of money. Has anyone else burned up loads of money on LinkedIn or loads of time on LinkedIn? Well, I have. And I want you to know that through the years, I've just found a better way. And now I'm able to really help my clients grow their business on LinkedIn. And again, it's my primary place. It's my primary platform. So I'm going to walk you through the 6 steps on how you can do this. As a former client of Ann's, oh, Paul, I missed that message that he just said. Yes, I helped. Paul was one of my clients. I helped him get more traction on LinkedIn and close some big clients. Also, I don't think Nancy's on here, but same thing. She was on LinkedIn for years, not getting traction. And she was able to go out and get some really big partnerships that are feeding her business. So it's such an incredible platform. I can't even tell you. But there is a right and a wrong way to do it. And here's one of the mistakes people make on LinkedIn. Well, they make a lot of mistakes. I'm going to go through them all. But one of the big mistakes people make on LinkedIn is they're either doing something for short gain, like they're trying to get the now clients and they're not doing anything long term to build the long game on LinkedIn, or they're only doing the long game and they're not capturing the buy now people. And so what I like to teach clients is how to merge the two. You need to think about, there are people right now, if you're on LinkedIn, there are people sitting in your network right now that would buy from you. They would buy from you if you had the right strategy. But a lot of people are out there only going for the long game. Oh, build relationships. Yes, that's important. Of course that's important. That's an important piece in any kind of marketing or growing your business. But for a lot of people, it's why they're not getting traction, because that's all they're doing. They're only building relationships, but they're not moving people to the sale. So I'm going to talk to you about all these things today. Okay, so you ready? Who's ready? Say, I want the 6 steps. Drop that in the comments. Okay, the first step is, I call this my E formula, my expert formula for LinkedIn to attract clients and accelerate your business growth. Okay. The first E in the formula is engineer your strategy. I can't tell you how many people have no strategy. They're on LinkedIn and they're just throwing stuff out there and they're doing all these different things and nothing's working. And it's because they don't have a clear strategy. Now, here's the problem that I have seen with a lot of programs. And this is why I have decided to actually launch a LinkedIn program. Now, I do this with my clients all the time, and they have access to all my LinkedIn stuff and how to grow their business on LinkedIn. But I'm actually going to put it in a program that I'm going to offer separately for maybe people that don't feel like they need to work with me for all the things. But you want to get LinkedIn working better, then I have an offer for you at the end. But you've got to have a strategy. And here's what I've discovered. I've done LinkedIn programs. And what I've discovered is they're too cookie cutter and they are not customized enough. They have one way or the highway. That's not how I teach my clients. Almost all of my clients that I work with on LinkedIn, We have a different strategy for all of them because they're all doing different things. Their business is different. And so, what works for one person is not going to work for another person. And if you are buying into a program that only has one way that they're showing you how to market on LinkedIn, you are going to probably miss out because it may not be the right strategy for you. This is a problem with a lot of marketing programs. They have that they're doing things. Nobody's looking at your business and saying, that's not going to work. You need to do this. This is a better way. This will get you more traction. Nobody's looking inside of your business and doing that. So I have decided I am going to do that in this program. I'm going to be helping people customize their own strategy that will work for their business. And there's lots and lots of ways to use LinkedIn. Okay. But you've got to have a strategy. And it's got to be customized for you, for your business, because you're different. You're going after different clients, you're selling different things. And so all that has to be done. That's the first E. Engineer your strategy. Here's the other thing. You've got to set it up in a way that it is systematic so you can get clients and opportunities on demand. And I'm not talking about some kind of automated webinar here. That might be a fit for you, but for a lot of people, that's not a fit. And so you need a systematic way that you can get clients on demand. Does this sound good to you? If this sounds good to you, drop a yes. Okay. E number 2, expert positioning. Expert positioning. I can't tell you, I could pull up profiles after profile after profile right now, and people look like a jack of all trades. I am consistently asking people in Messenger when they connect with me, how can I support you? I see you do multiple things here on LinkedIn. How can I support you? What are you focused on? Because I'm not sure. And I'm not sure because they look like they're doing 10 different things and they're not even connected. This is not an expert positioning strategy. Okay. You need to be positioned as an expert on LinkedIn. It should be super clear to people on LinkedIn what you do, what you are known for, the problem you solve, who you are working with, and your solution. If you don't have this dialed in, you will miss opportunities. Your connection request won't work. My people, my clients, I should say, they get a 60 to 80% connection rate. That is almost unheard of on LinkedIn. I've even had LinkedIn gurus tell me, and that's crazy. Really? A 60 to 80%? Yep. Sure do, because of what I teach them, the way that I teach them to use LinkedIn. So if you don't look like the expert, if you look like the jack of all trades, people don't even know they wouldn't even know how to help you. They wouldn't know how to refer to you. They wouldn't even know why to connect with you. You're just missing opportunity all over the place. If you want to attract and influence high quality connections and really bring the right people into your network, to see you, to know about you, to like you, to trust you, you've got to get positioned as an expert on LinkedIn. And it's not just about your headline, it's about your whole profile. You've got to optimize that profile so that so that you look like the credible expert. You look like the authority in your space. And there are a lot of moving parts. When I was putting together the LinkedIn program that I'm going to be offering, there was almost A to Z on a list under just this topic right here, under just the expert positioning. There was almost an A to Z because I was lettering everything, all the things that I have to go through with people when I help them with their profile and get positioned as an expert. And it almost went to Z. So that's a lot of stuff, right? Those are a lot of moving parts. And if you don't have this dialed in, you will miss opportunities. You'll miss out on clients. You'll even miss out on people not wanting to connect with you. So, okay, does this make sense? All right. So, first, engineer your strategy. First E. Second E, expert positioning. Third E, expand your network. Now, here's another mistake people make. They are out there accepting requests from people who are only going to clog up their pipeline. You want to make sure that you are very strategic. This is why the strategy has to be the first thing. You want to be very strategic on exactly who you want to bring into your network and why. You want to have the right people in your network. Now, I have about, I don't know, almost 22,000, maybe 23,000 connections on LinkedIn. And a lot of them, I need to go back once in a while. I'll, connect with people if I know that there's nothing there, no reason for them to be in my network. But a lot of those connections, many of those connections were from years ago, and they were the wrong people because I didn't understand LinkedIn. I didn't understand how to make LinkedIn work. But the last several years, I have connected with the right people. All right, let me see. I have a question here, real quick. What is it you use to use LinkedIn for two different things, a full-time corporate job and a business? Yeah. Oh, great question. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll reach out to you. I can't see everything in Restream here. I can't see the questions very good. I can see parts of them, but I will make sure that I answer all your questions. So feel free to go ahead and drop them in, and I'll make sure I get back with all of you. Okay. All right. So you want to expand your network, but you want to be really clear on exactly who you want to bring into your network. Your network should be filled with people that can either be referral partners, opportunities, or clients. Okay, let me repeat that. Your network should be filled with people that could either be referral partners, opportunities, or clients. Or if you're looking for services, that would be different. But if you're not consistently building your network, LinkedIn allows you to build to make 400 new connections a month. 400. That's all you get. Now, I teach my clients a lot of ninja strategies where they can expand way beyond LinkedIn rules. And I'm not talking about automation. That's against LinkedIn rules and policies. I am talking about some ninja tricks that can expand your network beyond the 400 a week so you can grow faster. But those are all, I'm not going to go into all that today. That's part of my program. Okay. And I would have to show it all to you anyway. So you want to make sure that you're very specific on who you want for LinkedIn. If you don't understand the target market that you are going for, the people that would make the most sense to bring into your network, you're going to fill up your pipeline with the wrong people, which means you're not going to get the right traction or get the results that you can on LinkedIn. Okay. What do you think so far? Yes? Makes sense? All right. So we've got engineer your strategy, expert positioning, expand your network. Those are the first 3 E's. And you've got to do this consistently. You want to consistently think about this every time, every single time you bring a new person into your network. That is more eyeballs on you and on your business. And if you have the right strategy in place, which I'll talk about, you can move those people. You can move them into a call. You can move them into a sale. And I'm not talking about spamminess here at all. Okay. I don't like the spammy tactics. How many of you don't like the spammy tactics? There's a right and a wrong way to actually get people to engage in conversations and things like that. Okay. Now there's a lot of moving parts to LinkedIn. It is like no other animal, it's like no other social media platform, in my opinion. It is one of the most difficult platforms, but I say that, but it's also one of the most lucrative platforms out there, in my opinion. Especially if you're going for high-end clients and selling high-end services and wanting those high net worth people. Okay. All right. So the 4th E, what do you think it is? It is elevate your visibility. Okay, so you don't want to just bring people into your network and then nothing, right? No, you want to be seen. You want to be heard. You want to get right in front of them. You want to get as visible as you can. And there are so many ways to do this on LinkedIn. I mean, LinkedIn is a business platform. They give you such great tools to use to grow your business. And LinkedIn is so great about pushing your stuff out to show it to people. The algorithms are great when things are set up right and they're done right. LinkedIn, I get leads in my email from LinkedIn. They'll send me leads. Hey, Ann, here's 8 new leads from whatever. LinkedIn will send me emails saying, hey, Ann, here's 10 new connections for you that you might, or 10 new people that you might be interested in connecting with. Okay, so it's such an amazing platform. Here's the other thing I didn't talk about. LinkedIn is a search engine, just like Google, just like YouTube. So, I mean, that's powerful. It is its own search engine. So it does a lot of things. It has a lot of features that other platforms don't have. For example, when I do post something on Facebook, it doesn't give me the option to post on LinkedIn, does it? If it does, I'm not aware of it. But when I post something, when I post an article on LinkedIn, it asks me, "Hey, do you want to post this on Facebook? Do you want to post this on Twitter?" So it gives you other options. So LinkedIn does a great job trying to help you grow your business. All right. But again, a lot of people, I was talking to someone yesterday and he said, "I've only made $1,500 on LinkedIn in years." Okay, that's just a strategy problem. It's just a strategy problem. You don't have the right pieces in place. Okay, so elevate your visibility. It's not enough to build your network. Now, what are you going to do to elevate the visibility with them? All right, the fifth E. Okay, let me know which one of these right now is resonating with you the most. I would love to get some feedback. What do you think? Okay. Do you see gaps in what you are doing? Do you have each one of these pieces in place? If you have gaps, put gaps in there. Type that in the chat or in the comments. Okay. The fifth E, educate and engage your market. Okay. So many people are out there putting out content, but they're not, and they're engaging, but they're not engaging in the right ways. They are not moving people to action. They're just engaging. They're putting out great content. They're engaging, but they're not moving people. So you want to make sure that when you educate your market, they should clearly be able to see, I am doing it with you right now. I am educating you on my 6-step formula to make LinkedIn work. This is an important piece. If you're not doing this, if you're not educating people on how they can work with you, what your process is, why you are the expert, why you are the authority on what you do, if you're not doing that, you're missing opportunity. And so when people come and check you out or see what you're all about, if they don't understand how they could work with you or what you do or what you have, you're missing sales. You're not going to be able to move people into action. So there is a process to being able to move people from just being eyeballs to moving them into action, to take some kind of action with you. And if they're not ready to buy right now, if they're not ready to do that, what else are you going to do with them? You don't just leave them out there, right? And so this is all part of having a great strategy. It's not just about being on LinkedIn, showing up on LinkedIn, posting on LinkedIn, engaging on LinkedIn. No, the whole idea is we are there to build our business. Who is there to build their business? Type a yes. And if you're not, you should be. Okay. So type a yes if you are there to build your business. But is it happening? Are you doing it in the way that you want? All right. So you've got to educate and engage your market, establish your expertise, show your ideal people the problems you solve, how you solve them, and pull them to you for help. Okay. Someone says visibility is a gap. Visibility is a gap for a lot of people because they don't have a strategy and they haven't made LinkedIn. They haven't systemized what they are doing, and so there's no systematic way they're using LinkedIn. They're just throwing stuff out there. They're just posting. They're just like, if I ask you what your strategy was, could you tell me? Could you break it down step by step? First, I do this with people, and then I do this with people, and then I do this with people, and then they have a call with me, and then I move them to a sale. Do you have a strategy that's happening? Because if you don't, you're again, it's kind of like you're probably burning up time and effort and energy. It's not, if I build it, they will come. That is not how LinkedIn works. LinkedIn, you have to do some outbound work to get inbound results. All right. All these things are both inbound and outbound. There is inbound and outbound that goes with both of these things. Okay. All right. So here's the final E. This is the magic. Okay. This is in educate and engage your market. you want to be able to move them to the next step with you. What is that going to be? What is that going to be? And so the final step is extend an offer. If you don't make offers to people, they're not going to buy. It's that simple. And so then you'll be out there again, wasting a lot of time, expending a lot of energy, and it's not going to go anywhere. Remember, I said at the very beginning of this, you need both a short term game and you need a long term game. And when I work with my clients, we do both. We're building the long game, but we're also capturing the now buyers, the people that want they want to do business with them immediately because we put a system in place. And there's lots of ways to put a system in place on LinkedIn. There's lots of ways. And again, there's no cookie cutter approach here. It is going to be different for every single person based on what they're trying to accomplish. All right. And so I help people figure that out when I work with them. All right. So you want to extend an offer. This is where you book your calendar with calls and you move people, get this, to the closed sale finish line. The closed sale finish line. I've made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars on LinkedIn. I don't even have any idea how much money I've made on LinkedIn. I make that a year, actually. I don't even have any idea how much money I've made on LinkedIn because I've been on it for a very, very long time. But all right, so let me go back through the 6 steps again. I hope you took notes. Number 1, and you have to, oh, here's the other thing. You have to do these in order, everyone. They have to be in sequence. If they're not in sequence, you're going to miss out. Okay. Again, you're going to not get the results that you can. All right. Engineer your strategy, expert positioning, expand your network, elevate your visibility, educate and engage your market, and extend an offer. Those are the 6 steps that you can systematize that will take people to a sale with you or not if they're not your ideal clients. Some of the mistakes I see on LinkedIn is number 1, their positioning is off. They don't have a strategy. They're not expanding their network on a consistent basis. And then they don't know how to actually tap into that network once they expand it. They're not elevating their visibility. They're doing a little bit of posting, or they're trying to spam the heck out of everybody from marketers that, sell them their program to spam the heck out of everybody. That doesn't work. It just doesn't. I have hardly ever talked to anyone who said that worked for them. And yet, millions and millions of dollars a year are being paid to people for these kinds of tactics. And they are tactics. They're not a strategy. People aren't educating and engaging with their market, or that's all they're doing, and they're not moving them to the finish line to a sale. So again, there's not one way. I can't stress that enough. That's the problem with most programs. They're not customized specifically. I help my clients get results for whatever they're trying to do on LinkedIn. And even if you're marketing off LinkedIn or other platforms, LinkedIn is still a gold mine for you. Even I love even a lot of my clients, even because they're coaches and consultants, still like to go out and speak and network and do things like that. But when we merge LinkedIn with what they're already doing, it is so powerful. It speeds the know, like, and trust. So if they're out networking, they bring those connections back. They connect with them on LinkedIn. Now they can actually go have a conversation with them on LinkedIn. They can do this if they're trying to get speaking engagements. I mean, the list goes on and on for what you can do on LinkedIn. It is such a robust platform, but most people just aren't using it in the right way. Okay. What did you think? What do you think about this? So here's the deal. I have an upcoming 6-week program where I am going to be working with you to customize your strategy and to get LinkedIn set up in the right way and get a strategy in place for you so that you can get clients and opportunities on demand, so that you will truly know how to market on LinkedIn to make it work. And again, there's lots of ways to do it. So if you are interested in that program, now I am going to tell you this. Because of the amount of money you can make on LinkedIn, because of the types of clients you can get on LinkedIn, I'm not selling a cheap little program here. So if you're looking for that, this isn't the right thing because I work with high level clients. This is a program that will be an investment into your business. Okay. Even one client would probably pay for the program, but It's not going to be a little inexpensive $1,000 thing. So if that's what you're looking for, it's not the right fit. But if you are really ready to learn how to market on LinkedIn, how to set things up in the right way so that you get traction on LinkedIn, and you now have a robust new place, if you're not on there, that you can go get clients and get speaking engagements and get opportunities, whatever it is you're looking for. If you want to do that, then this will be an investment into your business that will be worth every penny and then more. So you can book a call at acarden.com. Here's the deal. If it's not the right place for you, or I do not feel like you're doing something that will, LinkedIn would be the right thing, I will not bring you into the program as a client. So I'm only going to bring in people that I know could be doing a better job on LinkedIn, should be on LinkedIn. They have huge opportunity on LinkedIn, and helping them get things in place. All right. Here's the other thing I'm going to tell you. This is because I am now pulling this out of what I do with my clients, and I'm making this a separate individual program. I am not going to offer it at this investment again. This will be a one-time investment, and then the program will go up because I know the potential. I know what you can make from doing this. So if you are interested, book a call with me at acarden.com. You'll fill out an application. It's going to give me your LinkedIn profile. It's going to tell me what you're doing. And from there, if it makes sense, we'll get on a call and we'll get you started in that program. All right. Any questions, drop them. I would love to know how I can help you. And you can also private message me if you want as well. And we can talk in Messenger. You don't even have to book a call. So whichever way it works for you. Okay. I hope you found these things valuable. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, spamming does not work on LinkedIn. You're right. Okay, so thank you all for being here. Get into my program. It's starting in about a week. And don't wait, because I am only going to take so many people. All right. I love you all. Thanks so much. Have an amazing day. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.